Hey everybody, welcome back to Mind Keys. Super honored to have you aboard for the conversation. So for today's video, I want to just do another kind of short clip here. And I want to address something that I've seen a few comments and questions on that I haven't really responded to. That might be kind of a glaring hole in my channel if you've been watching a while or you've seen a lot of my videos. And that is this question, why haven't I made a video on self-hypnosis yet? So I say in almost every video that I'm a hypnotherapist, right? And my early videos were very much about my successes with using a combination of microdosing and self-hypnosis to really rewire my social anxiety response that I was having at that time in my life, and to great effect. It really didn't take that long to really start to feel a change. And so why wouldn't I share that with you guys? So I wanted to just kind of speak to that and answer that for you so you have a little context, a little clarity on that, and kind of give my opinion on self-hypnosis as it stands right now in the fall, shall we say, September of 2021. This opinion is always subject to change, of course. I may find, something else that I want to say or add on to this at a later time, but for now, this is my opinion. The reason that I haven't taught self-hypnosis kind of publicly or broadly yet is that I've been looking for the most effective way that I can get you to your desired goal. And looking for the simplest tools, the easiest tools, the most repeatable, the least, learning involved for you to kind of get up to speed and get the results that you want to get, because that's really what fucking matters here. Pardon my French. And when it comes to self-hypnosis, I've noticed that there's a bit of a problem. So there are a lot of self-hypnosis videos on YouTube already, some of which are by excellent teachers who I really admire. And, I've learned a few tools and tricks along the way, watching these videos as well. But for me, there are basically two parts to self-hypnosis. There's the getting into trance part. And then there is the giving yourself messages or suggestions part, basically, right? And for my money, from my experience, teaching you how to get into trance, that part's pretty easy. So I can teach you how to get into trance to do self-hypnosis. That's the easy part. The giving yourself suggestions, which seems like it would be super simple, is actually the more difficult part, because there is a way to structure the language of self-hypnosis so that it really goes in right, so that it feels right, so that it clicks, so that it kind of really just enters right in. And this is a difficult thing to do when you're in trance. So it becomes a little bit of a difficult problem here, because you can go into trance and listen to something. So this is how I do a lot of my own self-hypnosis. I'll record an audio, then I'll go into trance and I'll listen to the audio. And that works really well. Or you can do things like you can actually read. So you can read a self-hypnosis script and then read the suggestions, and that'll put you in self-hypnosis. I've done that too. That works really well. And that's something I may, create for you guys on the line here and kind of show you how to do. But generally speaking, if you are off the cuff, like just, making a list of, suggestions for yourself, or, trying to think them up in the moment and generate them in the moment for yourself, it tends to kind of break the depth of the trance. So you kind of have this tension between using the right language, coming up with the right suggestions, and then putting yourself in trance. And leading this all by yourself can just be a little awkward and cumbersome unless you're really skilled in understanding how to do that. So I realized as my channel grew, and as I, really kind of refined what it is that I'm doing here, what my commitment is with this channel and with my work, what I want to give and share to you guys, that, as wonderful self-hypnosis is, and I love it, it's a huge part of my life and something I absolutely adore, that it may not be the easiest tool for you guys to really learn and get up to speed with and integrate. So I've kind of decided not to make that video or teach that to you yet as a tool, because I think what I'm finding is that there are more effective, simpler, easier to learn tools. Spoiler alert, they're all inside my my self-regulation mini course. So check that out. But yeah, there's a lot of other tools, short answer, that I think are more effective and, better suited to our conversation here for now. So for the time being, I won't be teaching that, but at some point down the line, I'm happy to share it. I will be releasing, probably as a bonus part of the self-regulation mini course, some audios for that I'll have recorded for you for relaxing and healing anxiety. So there will be hypnosis audios that I've done, so you can go through the hypnosis process that way if that's something you're interested in. But for the time being, I think this is probably just, better that we approach helping you, clear these triggers via other means. There are a lot of other approaches besides hypnotherapy that I think are, if not as effective, possibly even more effective. So that's that. That's the reason why. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions or, about certain techniques or approaches or things you're interested in, feel free to leave me a comment down below. I'd love to know what you guys want to learn more about, and what you're interested in when it comes to self-healing and how to apply this with psychedelics. There's so many tools, so many approaches. And at the end of the day, all we're doing here is utilizing, safe, healthy use of psychedelics and intelligent use of psychedelics, combining that with good therapeutic understanding and techniques. And that's really the name of the game here. So as far as we're finding good techniques, as far as I'm concerned, that's all we need to be looking for. So anyways, that's the reason why. I hope that makes sense to you. Feel free to leave me any comments or questions if you have them. And thanks for watching. Big love. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you guys soon.